I got moving too. Moonwalk. Actually, it's.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Real Hazardous.
Always glad to have you back.
Today we're going to be making some deer jerky. We're going to show you our famous recipe for making homemade deer jerky.
Now this comes with a warning. The warning is your grandma can't be there because when you eat this jerky, it will make you slap your grandma and you'll go to jail. So just think about that. Just keep her or go eat it outside or something, you know.
In case you're not aware, you know, from the South, it's so good it'll make you slap your grandmother is an expression used to describe excellent cuisine. So this deer jerky is great. I remember the first time, I grew up with jerky, and then one time we were at a gas station, we were going hunting, and I seen something there. I was like, oh, that's jerky. I was like, oh, I love jerky. Let me grab that. So it was like a Slim Jim or something. I grabbed it and opened it up. I'm like, this ain't jerky. It was kind of
greasy,
soft and greasy, and not that it's necessarily bad, but the kind of jerky we make is actually, it's not greasy, it's dry, it's crunchy.
Almost like bacon.
Yeah, like a crunchy bacon, yeah, with no grease. It's probably about the healthiest snack you could have. And the recipe is super easy to use.
Yep, a little time consuming, but it's easy to do. The trick to it, and we're going to show you here in just a minute, is when you cut it, if you want it to be crispy, thin slice it. If you want it to be chewy, you got to thick slice it.
Right.
We like it crunchy.
I'd say thin being like what, 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch. It's probably 1/8 of an inch. It's a tiny. We'll show you, but yeah.
We'll show you. Are you ready to do this?
Let's do this.
All right. So the first thing we do, and guys, this will make you stop and pick up deer off the road that's been roadkill.
Oh yeah.
Once you start eating some of this, you'll be looking for that deer. We'll just do one chunk at a time. What do you think?
Yeah, this is the back strap of a deer, and this is what, you know, real natural meat looks like. It's not dyed red. So you might think, oh, that doesn't look great, but it is. If you take a look, there's like hardly no fat in this meat. I mean, it is super lean. If you're going on a diet, Whole30, keto, paleo, just trying to get in shape and you need some good lean protein, jerky is the stuff for you.
So what we did is we get up here and we're going to cut this as thin as we can get it. And we'll lay it out like that. And it helps to have a sharp knife, guys. Now, I don't know if you noticed just this thick gristle stuff right here. We try to keep that off of it because it makes it, when you get your piece of jerky, it'll be really chewy. But now my assistant over here, Jeremy, is going to stack this stuff for me. But what I do is I slice it and he stacks it. So it can be, it's a team sport. What was that? Team sport.
So to make jerky, we like to use a dehydrator. You know, it's a simple thing. You can buy it most stores, Bass Pro Shops, probably Walmart, pretty much Amazon, wherever. Just the dehydrator comes with these little trays that stack on, and the dehydrator, you know, puts a slow heat to it. It's not a quick recipe, I'll tell you that right now. But basically, I start stacking these. Now I try to find a good, efficient pattern, but keep in mind, there does need to be some space because the air's gotta, I mean, you can't just do a solid mass of meat. The air's gotta be able to go through all the layers of trays.
And guys, we're doing backstrap, but it'll work. It'll work on hams. It'll work on shoulders. It'll work on that strip of meat that's on the ribs. You just about use any part of it. Backstrap to me is a little bit more milder. But you start getting like sometimes to the hams and all, it'll get a little bit tough.
Also, for those of you who haven't seen it, we have a video on how we kind of prep our meat. And you know, some people say deer is got a gamey taste, but if you prep it right, then you know all the time people tell us they don't like deer, not realizing that the dinner we just gave them was deer. So if you prepare it right, you get the health benefits of deer and still, you know, great taste.
Now, one of the things about this ain't frozen, but if this was frozen and maybe not quite solid frozen, but just icy chunky, you could you could slice it a lot easier. See how it kind of runs on us? You kind of have to chase it or wiggle on us. If it's frozen, it'll slice really easy. And be careful that you don't cut your stacker, because sometimes you'll get in a with them, and you're liable to get more than just deer meat on there when you do it. And when you get down to the end of this, it kind of gets a little bit hard to slice because it wants to wiggle on you. I feel like I said, if it was frozen, it wouldn't be an issue. But main thing, like I said, is you want to keep this piece of gristle or whatever that stuff is that holds the deer together. Keep it separate.
Just to give you another look, this is kind of one of our slices, kind of our target thickness. I got all my trays stacked, as you can see. Didn't quite fill up the other tray. I just stacked them in the middle best I could. Not a big deal. So this is about what they look like, how thick I get them, stuff like that. So the next part is the seasoning part. So guys, we do 4 seasons, kind of like winter, spring, summer, and fall. Only actual seasons. So the seasons are salt, pepper, black pepper. I think it's technically considered black pepper. Meat tenderizer and accent. I'm just gonna hit all these trays. I personally like to go light on the salt, but you know, you can do whatever you want. There's no measurements to this recipe. You know, you just kind of have at it. I am more of a pepper guy, so I get a little heavier on pepper. And some accent. Some meat tenderizer. You can certainly experiment how you want to do it. You know what level of Okay, so we got it all seasoned up, and now we're gonna put it on the dehydrator. The good thing about jerky is there's no like set time really, like, you know, when we do it thin like this, it probably doesn't take as long, but you know, I've never burnt jerky, never left it on too long. Like a lot of times it's nighttime now, you know, 8 o'clock, I'll put this on and just let it run until the morning. When I wake up, come in and I'll have, you know, jerky ready to go. But you know, you can do it to taste, and just you know, after several hours, if you want to check it out, see how it looks, and when it starts looking done, try it. If you want it crispier, let it keep going. So really, you know, easy in terms of, you know, cooking it. Gonna put the lid on. All I gotta do is power it up. You know, I do the temperature all the way up. I'll probably do it 12 hours. Should be plenty. Time I wake up and be good to go. So simple as that. Simple recipe. You don't have to measure it out. Time. Don't have to worry about it cooking too long. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you left it on for like days at a time, weeks. I don't know what would happen. But got it going. It's gonna be really good. I'm gonna see you guys in about 12 hours. We're gonna test this bad boy out and show you what you get from it.
Here it is. This is the moment of truth.
Yep. About 12 hours later, let it run all night. Woke up. There you have it. Super crispy, really thin, very crunchy.
And now I don't want to see all you guys stop on that roadkill when you see a deer laying down there, a big fight over who's going to get the deer to cut, make you some jerky. Because once you make it, I'm telling you, you will be hooked.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching the video. We hope you liked it. Hope you learned some things. if you got any suggestions or ways that you make jerky, you know, and always up for learning something new. So feel free to comment below. Say what spices you might like to put on, stuff like that.
And you don't have to be a jerk to make jerky.
Right.
That's my tip of the day.
You aren't necessarily what you eat.
Exactly.
So
See you next time.
yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe.
And we'll see you on the next edition of Real Hazardous.